to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have arguably the two best middle linebackers in the NFL on the field. It's Luke Kuechly going up against Navarro Bowman.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Winston now from the 50. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll set up to throw. Fighting through, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion right is Benjamin. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like three and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
7 yards to go on second down. Jameis to throw it. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They made back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chandler Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Winston. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll run. Martin. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now let's go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air. Osweiler after the pick 6. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Over.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a... So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 74 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
So now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the campaign. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Winston now. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Pushing through the contact. And some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Osweiler on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Second quarter in Cleveland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Room here to run. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On second down, Martin. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland, and the Ravens now really pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game. And others around the NFL. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Second down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So we've reached halftime in a while. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action with Osweiler. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Eluding the pressure right. finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green, good. Leopard. Here we go now.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Panthers have recovered.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. No. Check. Patrick.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they're definitely showing blitz here. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded at the 2. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. They find some open field here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A gain of 6 there on first.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Finding room inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. The play clock's running down. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Osweiler. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive with Martin. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually the...
And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right,
Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Osweiler now off the bootleg. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
Ready.
Now Jameis on second down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield for... It got his man complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And even 40 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
Now Winston. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Alshon Jeffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go. Number. All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Let's go.
McCaffrey on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the back goes into motion. On second down, Osweiler. Oh, no, he lost the football. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play clock winding down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. In motion right is Benjamin.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he is knocked down from the side. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is McCaffrey, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They're all finished in that game in Cleveland. And the Ravens have wound up winning that football game. A win would be their second on the young season. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with...